Okay, let's do our warm-ups. And this is the month of October. We've got 4 classes in this session. So let's warm up first, and you can either stand up or sit down, whatever you prefer. Okay, and again, just think of yourself sitting in the hot tub. You're up to your neck in the water. And we're going to let the arms start to float up. Push down and back. And raise the arms up a little higher, up to about shoulder height. Push down and back. And then reach all the way up. And push down and back. Judy, the only thing I can see of you is your hands. Okay, let's form a ball and just move the ball over to the other side. Turn at the waist and your head. Rotate the ball, come back to the other side. And turn a little bit more. Rotate the ball. And turn at the waist. 180 degrees. Okay, and let's bring the ball to the center. And just push the ball forward and back. Good morning, Pat. And push forward and back. Let's expand the ball. Spread our wings, stretch your fingers and relax them. Back to the center. Stretch and relax. Shift over just a little bit. And let's do one more time. Let's go vertically with the ball. Rotate the ball. The other side. And then we're going to reach for the peanut butter that part the wild horse's mane. And let's do it one more time on each side. And just let your arms float down to your side. Relax for a couple seconds. Make some big inward circles. And some big outward circles. And let your arms float down to your side. And I thought today we're going to start off with the Tai Chi Walking. Sure, out of the way. So let's just put your hands on your hips and give yourself some space. So when we do the Tai Chi Walking, when we do that bow step, we're actually just doing a quarter of a circle. So I'm going to start off with the left foot. Just do a quarter of a circle. And you want to have your foot going straight ahead. Okay, so we're going to shift the weight forward, rock back, and then pivot to that 45-degree angle. And with the right foot, through a half circle. Toes pointing straight ahead. Shift the weight forward, rock back and pivot, the 45-degree angle. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but remember to breathe while we're doing all these movements. Don't hold your breath. Okay, so let's go back and let's do it one more time. So quarter of a circle. Shift the weight forward. Shift the weight back and pivot. Quarter of a circle, shift the weight forward, rock back and pivot. And I thought today, since it's the first class of the session, that we'll start off doing the first 12 movements. And for those of you who already know the movements, we're just going to try to refine them a little bit. Let's start off with open the door. And let me go through the first 12 movements with you. You're going to open the door, part the wild horse's mane. The white crane spreads its wings. The brush knee and push. Lay the people. Repulsor Monkey. The ward off. Grasp the peacock's tail. On the left side, ward off. Grasp the peacock's tail. On the right side. Single whip. Cloud hands. Another single whip. Half step up. And I pat the horse. Okay, so those are the first 12 movements. So let's let's go through these. So we're going to go through the movements with the footwork. And then I'd like to sit down and go over the first 12 movements with you sitting in the chair. So let's begin with our feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly. Hands at your side and just relax. Over here a little bit. Okay, and we're going to begin. We're going to step in, step to the side, and we're going to open the door. Shift your weight over to your left leg, pivot on your right heel, that 45-degree angle. And we're going to form the ball. Both step and part the wild horse's mane 3 times. So we've shifted the weight forward. We're going to rock back and pivot. One more time on the left side. Half step up. White crane spreads its wings. Ready for the brush and push. Remember to turn and look at your palm first and then step. And brush, push. And one more brushing and push. Do a half step up and play the peep-up. And into the Repulsor Monkey. So turn and look at your right palm. Bend the elbow, step back, pivot on the right toe. And Repulsor Monkey 6 times. One more time on each side. Form the ball and do the ward off on the left side. Grasp the peacock's tail. Push upward from the waist and up to the shoulders. And then we're going to pivot and turn and form the ball again. Left hand on top. We're going to do the ward off on your right side. Grasp the peacock's tail. We're going to go into a single whip. Half step up with the right foot. We start going into clown hands. 3 steps to the left side. Then see if you can coordinate the movements of both hands so that they're both moving at the same slow speed. And I'm going to step to the right diagonal to another single whip. Half step up with the right foot. Turn the palms upward towards the ceiling. Move over a little bit. And we're going to go into high pat the horse. Okay, so let's sit down for a second. And the reason I would like to do this in the chair again is just in case you happen to twist an ankle or, God forbid, somebody breaks a leg, you can still do your Tai Chi sitting in the chair, the 24 movement, at least for most of the movements. Okay, so let's pretend we twisted our ankle. Let's open the door. We're going to form the ball, and this is going to feel a little different because we're not doing the footwork or making the turns. Okay, so I'm going to part the wild horse's mane 3 times. The left side. And the right side. And one more time on the left side. We'll do a half step up into the white crane, spreading its wings. Brush and push. 3 times. Left side. Right side. And one more time on the left side. Do a half step up. Play the people. And then into Repulsor the Monkey. One more time on the side. No ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. And the ward off. Grasp the peacock's tail on the right side. Go into a single whip. Half step up with the right foot. If we were doing the footwork, and we go into cloud hands. Then we would take 3 steps to the left. Remember, when we do the cloud hands, look at your palm and turn at the waist. Just step to the right diagonal, do another single whip. Half step up into high pat the horse. Okay, so remember when we do the high pat the horse, we're going from we're having both palms go over each other. You can feel the energy, feel the heat from the inside of your palms, but don't let the palms touch. So you're patting the horse on the nose and holding a carrot in your left hand. All right, so so let's do the footwork again. Out of the way. And let's see, I'm going to face a different direction. By the way, we have a tendency to get used to doing our form or forms in one direction. And what I'd like you to do, you don't have to do it now, but sometime when you're practicing it, you start in a different direction. And then go north, south, east, and west. Go from every direction. And once you learn the form, it becomes a little easier to switch directions. Because for some reason, the brain doesn't pick up on, on different directions sometimes. And if you've never done it before, try it, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to start from this side here. I'm going to open the door, step in, step side, part the wild horse's mane. So I don't know if you can see my left foot. As I come down, I shift the weight over to the left leg, pivot on the right heel. I'm going to lift my foot up so you can see. Okay, so I come down, shift the weight, pivot, ready to part the wild horse's mane. Okay, everybody got the ball on the right side, right hand on top. Okay, so then we're going to bow step, part the wild horse's mane. Rock back and pivot. Part the wild horse's mane on the right side. And one more time on the left side. We're going to do that half step up with the right foot. And notice the right foot is at a 45-degree angle. That left foot is going straight ahead. So, let me just do this one more time from here. Do a half step up, 45-degree angle. I'm going to start forming the ball. I'm going to drop the ball. Go into the white crane, spreading its wings. Move back a little bit. So as I turn, looking at my palm, middle of the palm. Now I'm ready for the brush and push. Rope step. Brush and push. Rock back and pivot. And remember on the brush and push, you want to turn, look at your palm for a second. And then step, brush across your left knee and push with the right hand. Rock back and pivot. Turn and look at your left palm. Then step, brush and push. Rock back and pivot. We're going to turn and look at our right palm one more time. And then step, brush and push. We're going to do a half step up the right foot and play the peepo. Okay, and lift your left toe. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll change directions. Okay. All right. So we lift the left toes. We're playing the peepo, holding the neck, plucking the string. We're going to go into Repulsor Monkey. Again, we want to turn, look at our palm, bend the elbow, step back. As I step back, the left foot's going to the 45-degree angle. I'm going to pivot on the right toe. Okay, and again, if we pivot on the right heel, it brings our feet too close together. So there's not enough distance to maintain our balance. Okay, so that's the important thing is to pivot on the toe. We don't want to lose our balance while we're trying to do the form. So from play the peepo, into Repulsor Monkey. Remember to pivot on the toe. Turn and look at your palm, bend the elbow, step back, pivot on the left toe. Step back, pivot on the right toe. So if I were to pivot a little bit more, I'm in that horse stance where our feet are shoulder width apart and we're evenly balanced. Nobody can push us over. We're not a pushover. Okay, so let's do it a couple more times. Turn, look at your palm, bend the elbow, step back, pivot on the right toe. Look at your palm, bend the elbow, step back, pivot on the left toe. We'll do it one more time. Okay, now we're ready for the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. So I'm going to form the ball. The ward off. Left side, grasp the peacock's tail. I'm going to turn around this way so you can see me from this angle. Do the right side. We're going to go into a single whip. We're going to do a half step up with the right foot. As we do that, the hands of the clouds are going to start moving. And then we're going to take 3 steps to the left side. We're going to follow the palm as it comes across and turn at the waist. Okay. So turn. Follow the palm. Turn around this way. See a little bit more. I'm going to step to that diagonal, do another single whip. Now step 1. Open up the palms towards the ceiling. We're going to go into I pat the horse. Okay, we've got enough time to do the form up until I pat the horse. So I think I'm going to start doing it this way. Let's go through the form together. We'll open the door. I'm going to part the wild horse's mane 3 times. And step up, and the white crane spreads its wings. The brush and push. Half step up and to play the pipa. Repulse the monkey 6 times. And we'll ward off on the left side. Ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. We'll ward off and grasp the peacock's tail on the right side. And we're going to go into a single whip. Step up and go into clown hands. 3 steps to the left. Step to the right diagonal, another single whip. Now step up. Turn over your palm. Reach forward into high pant the horse. Okay, so we got about 5 or 6 minutes left. Let's just go over the brushy and push for a second here. After the white crane spreads its wings, okay, as the right arm makes that half circle, the left arm is going to follow, making another half circle to protect the right elbow. And you want to turn, actually look at your palm for a second. For some reason, I noticed a lot of people don't want to turn. Turn and look at your palm. And turn at the waist, not just the head. Turn at the waist. Look at your palm first. And then do that bow step. The brush and push. And remember, we want to try to coordinate the movements of the hands so that they're both going at the same slow speed. Both stop together at the same slow speed. So we don't have this type of situation. We want to try to keep both hands moving and then stopping at the same time. Okay, so let's go over our longevity Qigong exercise, the breathing exercise. So let's begin with our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, and bend your knees slightly. Move back a little bit here. So we're going to start off the same way as we do with the 24 movement form. Knees bent, feet shoulder width apart. And don't forget to breathe. Very important. You're going to raise the arms up, palm facing palm. Say 2 dragons go towards the sea. Bring the palms in towards your chest. 2 tigers go into hiding. Soaring up into the sky. Seeking the moon at sea bottom. And as we go down, bend the knees and keep your back straight and look straight ahead. The abbot lifts the bronze urn, and the wild goose lands on flat sand. You just picture the goose landing. The elderly monk lifts up the chi leading away the goat. Okay, so let's do it one more time. We've got time to do it 2 more times. So let's begin. Again, have your knees slightly bent. And if you know the poem, say it with me. 2 dragons go towards the sea. 2 tigers go into hiding. Soaring up into the sky. Seeking the moon at sea bottom. The abbot lifts the bronze urn. And a wild goose lands on flat sand. The elderly monk lifts up the chi, leading away the goat. One more time. 2 dragons go towards the sea. 2 tigers go into hiding. Soaring up into the sky. Seeking the moon at sea bottom. The abbot lifts the bronze urn, and the wild goose lands on flat sand. Elderly monk lifts up the chi, leading away the goat. Okay, let's do our Tai Chi salute. The fist stands for power or strength, the fingers are friendship, and the little thumb is humility. Let's place the fist in the palm of the left hand. Extend the fingers, cover up the little hole in the fist with humility. And to show respect for one another, we bow to each other and we say, Han Yomen, Zai Jin. Sign. Han Yomen, Zai Jin. And Han Yomen, Zai Jin.